Morning everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new day. It is a frigidly cold day so far. It's getting warmer now. We're up to 4 below zero for the actual temperature instead of 7 below zero, so it's warming up. I think we're going to get above zero today. It's about 20 after 10 now and making some breakfast. So right here, I have my hat on because it is cold, and we do have the heat on, but right here by the kitchen window we get such a draft, and so I'm keeping my head cold, or my head warm. I get the chills very quickly, and just keeping my head warm here. So I'm making some scrambled eggs with some chopped up lunch meat ham mixed up with picante sauce for Glenn. So that's for Glenn. So I'm going to chop up some ham right now and make some breakfast. And so yeah, let's get going. Alright. So I'm just going to take some ham and cut it up in small pieces. So that is Blackie meowing, and he's up there. He's up here next to the countertop looking for some food. So that tells you he's feeling good. I am actually gonna. I took some older chicken out of the freezer, and I'm gonna put it in the slow cooker to feed it to our fur babies here. Especially Blackie, because that's the one thing he likes to eat is chicken. So I'm just going to give him some actual fresh chicken rather than canned chicken or something. And that way there's no seasonings, nothing put into it, just the chicken. I know, baby, I know. He probably would like some ham too, so. Right now we're just giving whatever he wants to eat right now, just so he eats. Alright, so I'm going to get this scrambled up and get Glenn some breakfast, and then I'll make mine. Alright, so just going to cook this up for Glenn, then I'll make mine. I'm just probably going to have some scrambled eggs in a tortilla anyway. Then I'm this chopped up ham, just throw it in there. Mix it up. So I hope you're all having a good week so far. Oops. Gonna throw some picante sauce in it. So in the winter time, I actually keep like all of Glenn's hot sauces and like the picante sauce and any jarred sauces that I would normally keep in the refrigerator. I actually keep them in the mudroom during the winter because it's nice and cold in there, and that frees up space in the refrigerator. So this morning, it is actually only like 22 or 24 degrees in the mudroom. Yeah, it's pretty cold. I think that's the coldest it's been in there. So yeah, it's pretty cold in the mudroom. So it keeps everything cold anyway. This jar of picante sauce, it was really cold when I brought it in. And I actually keep the eggs in there in that plastic container that was sent to me in friend mail. They have not cracked from the cold, so I think the plastic container protects it from that. Seems to protect it from freezing the eggs anyway. But yeah, I keep all produce out in the mudroom in the winter time. Keeps them fresh longer. So that's one of the pros of living in a place where there's a cold winter and having a mudroom. I know when we used to go to the food pantry and we had an overabundance of meats and freezer foods. I don't know if we had, I don't think at that time we had a chest freezer. So we would take a cooler and leave it in the garage and just put the stuff in there. And if we had like frigid temperatures or really cold temperatures like we are right now, the stuff would stay frozen. And especially if you just pack frozen meat on top of frozen meat, it'll stay frozen longer. So we used to do that. Oops. Oh yeah. So today's the last day. It's supposed to have frigid temperatures. Tomorrow's supposed to be back up to 24. I do have to go to the DMV tomorrow because I finally got my new Social Security card with my name change on it. So now I got to go change my driver's license. I don't know about wherever you live in your state, but in Wisconsin, after you get married, you're supposed to wait 30 days before you request a name change with Social Security. So I had to wait 30 days. And then it was the holidays time, so it just took a lot longer. So now I have my new Social Security card. Now I got to go get my new license with my name changed. And then start changing everything I have my maiden name in. Alright, this is done. I'm going to get Glenn his breakfast and I'll be back. Alright everyone, so I just made myself some scrambled eggs and I'm warming up my flour tortillas. And I warm them up on this thing. It's called Cobbler. And since this stove gets super hot, I don't put it too high. Alright, so yeah, that's a Cobbler to warm up your tortillas. Alright everyone, so we have eaten our breakfast and it's actually just afternoon now. I put a load of laundry in. I've got some dishes to do, but I'm going to wait to do that until I make this for Glenn. For those of you that are newer and don't really know our backstory, so when I do a video, I'm always talking like everybody knows our situation. But I got to remember there's new viewers and subscribers, so that are probably not as familiar with our situation. So we are low income family of 2 with 4 fur babies. My husband is disabled, so I am his full-time caregiver. And so yeah, I stay at home full-time to take care of him. He can't really be left alone. And the backstory on how we became this situation where I stay home full-time will be in another video. But I cook simple, I bake simple, I do everything simple. We lead a simple life. So yeah, Glenn is my disabled husband. Right now, I am going to make a dessert. And for those of you that are newer and didn't get this, As of 2025, we were going to cut back how many desserts we make. So since January 1st, today is the 21st, this will be my second dessert that I make. Normally we were making like 3 or 4 desserts a week, and so we decided we're going to cut back to 1 a week. So we're actually in the third, this is 3 weeks into January, and we've only made 2. So, well, we made 1 and this is going to be the second one. So Glenn loves pecan. He loves pecan desserts. And so he found one on Facebook, and I told him to email it to me. So this is what it looks like. I don't know if mine will come out to look like this, but it is a pecan pie cobbler. So I'm going to make this for him. Well, I'll say us, because obviously I'll eat some too. Alright, so I'm going to get my ingredients together right now and make this dessert. And that way I can get that done and clean up some dishes and all that good stuff. So, alright, so stay tuned. I'll put the camera back on when I'm making this dessert. Alright everyone, so we're getting ready to make this pecan pie cobbler. So the first thing we're going to do is get all our dry ingredients together. So we're going to whisk together 1 cup of all-purpose flour. So I have a 1/2 cup measuring cup, so I'll put 3 of those in there. No, 2 of those. I'm looking at the next one and thinking half. So I'll put 2 of the flour, or 1/2 cup. So one cup total of flour. Alright, so we're going to do 1½ teaspoons of baking powder. So I have a 1/2 teaspoon here. So that I will do 3. We'll do 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I have some sea salt here. And 1 cup of granulated sugar. And now I'm just going to whisk that together. Alright, so now that that's whisked together, I'm going to put in 1/2 cup of milk. And it says whole milk, but if you don't have whole milk, I would assume it'd be okay. A teaspoon of vanilla extract. And 1/2 cup of unsalted melted butter. So 1/2 cup being 1 stick. Alright, so we're going to stir all that together and get all that butter in there. Now all we have is salted butter, so if you don't have unsalted butter, just use salted. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to stir that, see if we can get some of those clumps out. That's much better. Alright, so I have a 9x13 greased dish, so I'll bring that over. Alright, so oops. So now we gotta pour this in here. Alright. I don't know if you could hear the garbage trucks, but it's garbage day. All right. So let's spread this out. So I just sprayed it with cooking spray. All right. Now I am waiting for some boiling water because you're going to need, I believe it's 1.5 cups, 1.5 cups of boiling water, 1 cup of packed brown sugar, and a cup of chopped up pecans. So I'm just waiting for the water, but we can pour the other stuff on first. Alright, so I got a cup of some pecans. We're just going to spread them out. You can put as much as you want, actually. I'll probably put a little bit more. I know he likes his pecans. Alright, I think that's good. Measure with your heart. Alright, so now we're going to put the packed brown sugar. That's 1 cup. So I've never made this before, so hopefully it comes out good. Get that sugar everywhere. All right, now I'm just waiting for the boiling hot water because we're going to pour that all over the top, but not mix it in. That's going to create the gooey texture. All right, so let's just wait for that water now. All right, so I have my boiling water here. We're just going to pour it over the top. And again, you're not going to mix this in. All right, that's all there is to it. Now we're going to put it in the oven again at 350 Fahrenheit for 35 to 40 minutes. So we'll set it for 35. Alright guys, so I don't know if you could see very well through it. I'm looking through the oven window and I just turned the light on in the oven. You can see that bubbling up. Oh, it smells really good. I have high hopes for this. Alright, so it's got about 15 more minutes until the 35 minutes are up, and then we'll check it. All right, everyone, so this is done. I put it in for the entire 40 minutes. It smells so good, and it looks delicious. So we're going to let this cool off before we dig into it, and we'll be back to show you what it looks like inside. All right, everyone, so I just wanted to share what our opinion of this pecan cobbler was. We actually thought it was really good and not as sweet as we thought it would be with all that brown sugar and granulated sugar. There was plenty of pecans, so I'm glad I actually added more to it. And the gooey stuff is at the very bottom of this cobbler. As you can see, it's really thin, but we were actually fine with the thinness of this. So if you want it thicker, I would suggest putting it in a smaller dish than the 9x13, because we used the 9x13 and the thickness or the thinness was fine for us. But I believe this is something we would make again. So yeah, this turned out really good and it was delicious. Hey everyone, so it's just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Well, of course the afternoon, it's not 2 o'clock in the morning, but it is, the temperature, the actual temperature is 1 below zero with a real feel of 19 below zero. So this is as high as it's going to get today. Yeah, so I'm just taking Gypsy outside. Oh. Tomorrow's going to feel like a heat wave with 24 degrees above zero. So hopefully we don't get these temperatures again this winter, but we have a lot of winter left in the season. So there's a good chance we will. Yep, so alright, so I'm just waiting for Gypsy to go. Come on, baby. Oh, it is a completely sunny day, blue skies. I'll turn the camera around so you can see. So I'm not going to talk anymore because I'm breathing in all this frigid air and it's burning my throat. So alright, so I'm going to turn you around and we'll see you back in the house. Complete blue skies. Oh, it's garbage day. I gotta take the garbage can back. And there's Gypsy. Say hi, Gypsy. Gypsy. Gypsy, want a treat? Huh? You want a treat? Huh? Yeah? Alright, let's go to the bathroom. Let's go poop. Alright, you guys, we'll see you back in. Alright. Alright everyone, so it's supper time. It's 6:30 right now, so we're running a little late again for supper. But I didn't record much between making the pecan cobbler and this, and but I did some dusting in the living room, vacuumed, and washed some dishes, but I just didn't record it. So I'm tired now, and so all we were going to have sausage, kraut, onion, and potato, but we have no onion, so we're going to save that for another day. And so I just took out some ground beef this morning for a quick meal. I just made a pot of white rice in the rice cooker, cooked up some ground beef, and then I am warming up some canned corn to go with it, and I'll put some soy sauce in it, and that'll be it. That's a easy supper, easy ground beef meal. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate all of you and the support you give my channel. And with that, remember to live life, be good to yourself, and be good to others. Until next time.